election. Washington seems...
Hello, everybody. This is a quick stimulus update for Tuesday, September 29th. I figure I'd give you guys an update. I guess stuff coming out today, but I guess it's about to hit the floor. And I guess they're going to vote on it. Here you go.
With $2.4 trillion, not $3 trillion that she wanted, and it would include things like enhanced unemployment benefits, direct payments to Americans, another round of the Paycheck Protection Program that would offer small business loans and aid for airlines. Now, the question, can she get on the same page as the Treasury Secretary and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, who would prefer a package worth about $1.3 trillion. What compounds the worry from investors right now is a past indication from the Treasury Secretary. His top number would be $1.5 trillion, and we've actually heard that from the president as well. Now, Pelosi said she did talk with Secretary Mnuchin on Sunday yesterday. She plans to discuss the stimulus with him again today at some point. She was on MSNBC earlier today, Charles. She said when he's ready to come back to the table, we're ready to have that conversation, but he's got to come back with a much higher number, more money to get that job done. So the more back and forth this goes, Charles, the less likely that we're going to get that package done and agreed to. They're just still very far apart, unfortunately.
Yeah, but remember I said 1.5 from the very beginning. I'm telling you, whether it happens before or after election, that is the number I think we're going to end up with. The irony will be just amazing. Cheryl, thank you very much.
There you go. So I'm hearing all kinds of things coming out yesterday and today. So
while Washington talks about Mitch McConnell jamming through a Supreme Court nomination, he wouldn't jam through more help for laid-off Kentucky workers. It's always the same. For too many in Kentucky, little has changed after 36 years of Mitch McConnell. But his donors are better off. He's better off. His staffers who became lobbyists are better off. But are you better off? We can vote him out.
I'm Amy McGrath, and I approve this message.
There you go. Yeah. We're going some audio clips here, find out what's going on, you know what I mean? So,
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is scheduled to speak with Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin this morning to discuss the new Democratic stimulus bill, and our D.C. correspondent Jessica Smith is joining us for more. Good morning, Jess. So what exactly is in this plan?
Good morning, Alexis. This plan is really a scaled-back version of the HEROES Act, that $3.4 trillion package that the House passed back in May. So in this bill, you'll see a lot of familiar provisions, more than $430 billion in state, local, and tribal aid for those governments. The bill would revive the Paycheck Protection Program designed to help small businesses. It would also bring back the $600 per week in enhanced unemployment benefit. It would extend that to January. It also would send another round of $1,200 stimulus checks to Americans, and it has $75 billion for coronavirus testing and tracing. It has billions of dollars for education and for childcare. And then it also has new money for airlines and restaurants, clearly industries that have struggled since the HEROES Act was originally passed in May. But both sides remain very far apart on this. Speaker Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Mnuchin spoke yesterday, and we expect them to speak again this morning, as he mentioned. So we'll see what comes of that conversation.
And Jess, what are the chances that this ultimately does get passed? The House Democrats have come down in their ask, and President Trump recently, about believe a week and a half ago, said he'd be willing to accept $1.5 billion.
Right. Well, $1.5 trillion is still so far apart from the $2.2 trillion. So there is still this big gap between the two sides. I think we'll get kind of an idea maybe over the next 24 hours or so. We'll see if Speaker Pelosi actually puts this bill on the floor. If there is actually a vote, I don't think that's a good sign, because they're showing that they're doing something. But we know that this bill is not going to pass the Senate, the Republican Senate, as it is right now. So if the House moves forward on it, that's probably a bad sign for the chances of a stimulus deal before the election.
All right, Jessica Smith, our D.C. correspondent, thank you.
there you go. So it's still up in the air. Like I said, there's no guarantee. No guarantee, I guess, on any of this stuff. So I figure I'd give you guys a heads up. I think it's ready to go on the floor and be voted on, to be honest with you. So we'll see what's going on. They need to get some. They need to get something done. All this running around stuff, but we'll see what happens. I figure I'll give you a quick update. Today's Tuesday, September 29th. Thank you. You guys have a great day.